I have one question. Eckhart Tolle, I'm sure you know who Eckhart Tolle is talking very much about the thing where he see if I can explain it. If you say I am not myself,
and we may interrupt you incrementally as we go through this, so say it.
Okay.
We're going to be right with you.
Yeah. If you say a sentence like "I'm not myself today," he's separating I and myself. He's contemplating very much about who I am. That he talking about that I is your physical body, and myself is the larger part of me. If you say I'm beside myself today, I'm not feeling myself today.
Well, we like that statement. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I'm not myself today. I feel off, and my real self is on. And my integrated self, my whole self, my total self, my calibrated self, who I really am, is on. What are you getting at? Keep coming, because there's something here.
I'm a little bit curious about you would call it the croaking thing, the death thing, because that is the larger part of us. Could you? I don't know if it's a little difficult to explain, but
you can do it.
Yeah.
Get after it. We'll prime your pump a little. We say that when you reemerge into non-physical, you leave behind all doubt and fear and everything you've worried about, and you reemerge into the wholeness of all that you've lived and all that you've become.
Yeah. What do you do you experience? Do you have a? Of course, it's not a physical experience, but what do you experience when you transition? When you go to the other side, do you have any awareness of what is happening when you go to the other side?
The best way that we can describe non-physical to you, and it's part of the reason that we use the words that we use with you about your physical environment. Non-physical is about thought and response to thought. And so think about the feeling of love, and then think about a situation where you might feel love, and then understand that non-physical is having that experience. Everyone who's ever been here in a physical body, and you all have been, and you reemerge into non-physical, that non-physical you is keenly aware of and interested in what's going on. If you had any idea how much non-physical attention is focused upon you and what you want, that's why the best way that we have found to say it is, so you're having an experience and you're having an emotional response to that experience. Your inner being is having the same experience, is seeing the same things and hearing the same words and aware of the same people, but your inner being is having its pure positive energy response to that experience. And the emotions that you feel are your indicator of how close your perception is in this moment in time to your inner being. And the emphasis that we want to put on this is that your inner being is focused with you in all of those moments. And so there is always the opportunity to feel the alignment or the misalignment, the allowing or the resistance, the calibration or the miscalibration, the in tune or the out of tune, the tapped in, the turned on or the not. Yeah. We'd like you to put that on a sweater next time and wear it.
Yeah. So what you're actually saying is that it feels like coming home when you die.
It feels like coming home if coming home feels good. That's not always the case. It feels like clarity, and it feels like knowing, and it feels like love, and it feels like eagerness, and it feels like interest. It feels like wholeness.
Yeah. And you're completely aware that you are dead. You're not physical anymore. It would feel great. Not because I'm looking to stroke, but I'm just curious.
Well, we want to say to you that we are as dead as it gets. And we feel really good. And we are aware. We are aware of where you are, and we are aware of where you want to be, and we are aware of the probable unfolding that you are trending about. And we are aware of how the cooperative components come together for you. And we're eager about the things that you've asked for. And we give no attention to your discord or to your trouble or to your pushing against or to your guilt or to your fear or to your complaint. That's the thing about your inner being. Your inner being never joins you in a complaint. If your inner being would join you in a complaint, it would feel like a party. But your inner being doesn't join you. That's why it doesn't feel like a party. Because it's your guidance system, you see. Helpful?
Very helpful.
Enough?
Enough.
Really
Thank you
good.
so much.
I love you, Abraham. I love you. So good. Thank you.
I finally have the honor to say you replaced my church.
We want to say, you may be allowing us to be a better representation of the love that you really are than your church was. That's all it is. And it doesn't have to be that way. There are a lot of people in a lot of churches that are finding alignment. We don't mean it that way, but we acknowledge that.
Wonderful. And that was just a start. I come from a very logical place, Germany. So, okay, since Corona it's not logical, but don't care. So in Germany, like, before you do it, you have to have a certificate. In order to be good, you have to do a couple of certificates. So I'm very good in everything I do, nearly everything, but I have now 20 certificates and I'm very good and aligned, and I'm so happy and grateful that I could help so many business to flourish, so many people to evolve, and so many coachees to prosper. Since I'm living on the bright side of life. And I could very say, it's amazing. So the question, since you said it like in the last session, to accept the highest form of yourself. What if my highest form is also channeling, because I experience this in my involvement of coaching as well now?
That really is everyone's highest form. And this is what we mean by that. When you calibrate yourself into that alignment, you are of one mind. And so that's what that is. Mm-hmm. You see, this alignment is not like the receiving of those certificates where you receive it, it's yours forevermore, you put it on the wall and you make your association. This alignment either is or it isn't in the moment. And you can tell by the way you feel. And then, of course, the more you are able to access it deliberately and maintain it, then the more you are flowing in that way. We want to be clear with you because this is something that you are and will continue to do. We want to be very clear about something here. That is that in an environment like this, where there is expectation, your expectation is part of this co-creative experience, as is Esther's. Esther's been doing this for a long time. She's tuned in, tapped in, turned on with us in precision in an environment like that. But she's not always. In other words, she can be in a situation where she isn't able to receive us clearly, depending upon what's going on. And so don't ask yourself to accomplish that state of alignment and maintain it always. Just know when you are and know when you're not. That's all. If you wanted this state of alignment, which is complete immersion and calibration to the vibration of that source energy that is you, if you wanted it in that purity, you would reemerge into non-physical. Or you wouldn't have come into a physical body this time to begin with, because that's what you're asking for. But as you're here in this physical body, you never said, I will go and I will demand of myself to be tuned in, tapped in, turned on 100% of the time. Because you knew that step one is an important part of the equation. Step one is ask. That's what this is all about. You have to ask for more And you have to live some life to even know that you want more, and what the more is that you want, and the way you would like the more to show itself. You see?
Okay.
Yeah.
You said to ask for more.